Why do most millennials feel like they won't receive a dime from Social Security benefits? Well, we're going to answer this question today and maybe try to help millennials steer their minds away from that notion because it could be very, very misguided. So stay locked in. Hi, my name is Carson Graves, Certified Financial Planner and President and CEO of the Retirement Education Center.
And my name is Andrea Graves, Director of Operations at the Retirement Education Center. And we want to thank you for tuning in to our Retirement Education Concepts videos. These videos were created to help to make the difficult and confusing retirement process simple.
Yeah, absolutely, Andrea, because with so many retirement strategies out there, so many retirement concepts, and of course, with so many retirement products, it can become very difficult for consumers to digest it all. That's why we're so fortunate that we work with a team of expert advisors to help us build a financial roadmap that will let our clients know when, where, and how they can reach their retirement goals.
For additional concepts on how to maximize your retirement, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell to be notified when we upload new videos. Well, Carson, why are millennials so down and out on receiving Social Security benefits?
You know, it's really not just millennials who are down and out about their Social Security benefits not being there for them when they actually reach their retirement benefit age. Even people who are fully insured and those who are receiving Social Security benefits, they feel some type of way about their Social Security benefits being cut. But today, what I hope to do is help millennials and others understand that maybe it's not all doom and gloom when it comes to their Social Security benefits not being there. But before we get into our lesson today, there are 2 rules to retirement income planning that we like to give you. And Andrew, what are those 2 rules?
Well, rule number 1 is to never run out of money, and rule number 2 is to never forget rule number 1.
Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about why I feel like there shouldn't be this full-blown notion that Social Security benefits will not be there for you.
Carson, why do millennials and others feel like the Social Security benefit won't be there for them?
Well, Andrea, you know, most of us know that in the news cycle, we hear a lot about Social Security benefits not actually being able to fulfill their promise in the year of 2035 or around that particular time frame. You know, with that being said, the trust fund at that time, if nothing is done, understand if nothing is done by Congress, will probably only be able to pay about 80% of its promised benefits. So in all likelihood, that is probably going to be the worst case scenario that millennials and others might see in 2035 is that Social Security may only be able to pay about 80% of its said benefits. So with that being said, you can understand clearly why many millennials may say or think to themselves that if by 2035, Social Security will only be able to pay 80% of their benefits, when we get to our full retirement age, there may not be anything there left for us. So I can understand their sentiment, but I do not believe that that is going to be the case for anyone that is paid into this program. God, I surely hope not if you're actually a Democrat or Republican.
So why do you feel that that is the worst case scenario?
As I mentioned, if you are a Democrat or Republican in office at that time and you allow the worst case scenario, then it's probably going to be the worst case scenario for you. So in saying that, there have been a lot of things that have been kicked around that may take place before they allow Social Security benefits to actually be cut. They may end up increasing the payroll tax of 12.4% to 16.4%, so approximately 4 percentage points higher. And that payroll tax is what you and your employer pay into Social Security benefits. Another thing that they're kicking around as well, they've already increased the full retirement age to age 67. They're talking about maybe increasing it to age 69 or age 70. They are also discussing the fact of starting the benefits at a later date. So currently, the earliest that you can start your Social Security benefits is age 62. They may increase that to age 64. And that can really be a problem for a lot of people for sure. But these are some of the things that they are actually speaking about. And one thing that we're already seeing, Andrea, is that they're increasing the cap on the payroll tax. This year, as you can see, it went from $147,000 last year to now $160,200 for the payroll tax. Now, what they're discussing is that they're going to be increasing that for all income to actually be taxable. So these are some real things of substance that will probably take place in order to keep Social Security solvent.
So Carson, which of those changes would most likely be implemented?
Well, given our political climate, Andrea, and how people really detest the fact of having increased taxes, I think it's going to be a combination of all the above. I think that's going to be the main thing that's going to have to take place because, one, in order to get any bill passed, I don't think you can actually have one thing that everybody can agree on. And two, if they're going to make some of these changes, they're going to have to be changes that the public can also get on board with as well, so they don't actually risk their seat in Congress. So there's going to be a very fine line that Congress is going to have to take in order to make these changes work.
Well, Carson, how would any of those changes impact a millennial today?
Well, that is probably what I would say is the millennial dollar question, Andrea. For this particular subject matter, what we decided to do is actually pull an example that will show how a millennial might be impacted by one of these changes. So let's just say, for instance, you have a 35-year-old millennial who's making $100,000 a year today. If Congress decides to move the full retirement age from age 67 to, let's just say, age 69, if a millennial actually started those benefits at the early retirement age at that point of 67, it's probably going to cost them about $375,000 of overall household income benefits. Now, on the other hand, if said millennial waited to that full retirement age of 69, that's going to equate to a little over $200,000 of lost benefits if those retirement ages are actually changed. Now, with that being said, you're talking about somewhere between an 8 to 13% cut on benefits for the millennials if those changes are actually made for them.
So Carson, if I'm hearing you correctly, millennials will receive a benefit, but more than likely their benefit will be cut. Is that correct?
That is correct.
So how should they be preparing for this most likely scenario?
The one thing that I believe that every millennial should take note of from this video is that they should start saving money right now. And they should actually sit down with an advisor who can help them do that in an appropriate way. Because just take this real small example. Let's just say that a millennial was able to put away $25,000 into an investment vehicle today. If that investment vehicle just earned 5%, by the time they reach their full retirement age, they would have been able to close the gap that would be left from the cut of their Social Security benefits. And on the plus side of this, let's just say Congress gets their act together and Social Security benefits are solvent as we perceive them to be. Well, if they've saved the money by the time they've reached their retirement age in anticipation that Social Security benefits for them may be cut, guess what? That's a plus for them because now you can use those benefits to enjoy your retirement even more because you've actually saved money in expectations of cuts that didn't actually happen. So it's really a win-win scenario for millennials if they're willing to take it seriously and start planning ahead of time.
Well, Carson, this was really helpful, so thank you for your insight on this topic, and thank you for watching. And if you felt this information was beneficial for you, please like this video and share with others.
So I really hope that if you are a millennial watching this video today, that we provided some insight and some relief that you will be able to master any cuts in your Social Security benefits that you may see at your full retirement age. Please note that these videos are created for educational purposes only and that you should always seek out your own financial advisor, your own tax advisor, and your own attorney regarding your personal situation. Also, if you are looking for a fiduciary financial advisor to help you with these types of complex financial matters, we highly recommend that you utilize the links in our description below and go ahead and schedule a 1-hour free consultation with us today.
For more information about this topic or any of the other topics that we've shared in our other videos, please feel free to reach out to our office or leave any questions or comments in the section below. After this video, please check out our other videos that will give you tips on how to maximize your retirement. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and share it with a friend. Thanks for watching, and remember, if you have questions,
we have answers.